Right. Morning traders. What's up? Discord, YouTube, and Twitter. We're live on all three platforms again. So we'll get right into it this morning. Let's just share my screen, make sure it is sharing the correct tab here. And we'll get going into this morning's session. Okay, cool. We've got the SPX chart up here at the moment. We did have quite an interesting day. We had a sell-off into the open. And then a relief bounce kind of into the afternoon, back towards that weekly view app. So it's going to be interesting to see what we do get. We are currently sitting down pre-market at the moment. So it is going to be interesting to see what we do have. We do have some news, so let's just make sure we got some news. We've got some ISM services PMI at 5 p.m. South African time. So that would be always got to do the conversion. That would be 10 Eastern time. And then we do have some news now in the next 2 minutes here as well. The pre-non-farm payrolls. We do have NFP obviously this Friday as well. So we'll see what we do get heading into the open for sure. We do have NVIDIA and Tesla up, the two stocks that I mainly look at. We do have NVIDIA and Tesla up pre-market, both well over 1%. But if you are watching on the Discord, say what's up. If you're watching on the live stream here as well, make sure to say what's up too. Okay, so let's speak about some Edgeful statistics at the moment. Yesterday was quite a nice trade, I think, off the open. I did put it in the Edgeful Discord that actually was flat yesterday. I'm just settling into life with a child. I've just become a dad in the last month, so just settling back into routine and everything like that. But we did break previous day's lows from the extended market hours. So let's bring this up again, and you can actually see we broke these previous days lows over here, and we actually looked to take this shorts over here. I know a couple of the guys that I trade with, Austin and the team, actually did end up taking these shorts quite very, very nicely into the open. And let's just go to the SPX chart. So SPX, it's the same thing, right? Let's go to this. And what's up, RB? What's up, Hoa? Good to have you guys on the Discord. Say what's up if you're watching on the Edgeful YouTube and Twitter accounts as well. Okay, so let's go to SPX. Let's go to this previous day's range report. And you guys always see me speaking about this. And it is something that I really, really do like. So let's go to the daily. You have to make sure you do have the right, correct session on. Okay, so from the daily perspective, if you're looking at, I like the extended market hour, so I just like looking at this. So you can actually see in the last 6 months, if we take our previous day's highs, 73% of the time we'll close as a bullish closing day, and vice versa for the shorts, only 64, so not too great. But you can chop this down to weekday. And yesterday, Tuesdays, 57, so not too great. But look at the longs, 88% as well. But this is where I think the power of Edgeful comes in, is if you couple this with another report. Okay, so we had the previous day's lows taken out and the first hour being bearish. That opening candle continuation report. And I think that is probably the power of Edgeful, is when you combine one or two reports. Anyone got any reports that they like to combine? Two reports that I like to combine is that previous day's range report coupled with this opening candle continuation report. And that's where you can really have like a great probability. Nothing is certain. There's no holy grail trading system, that's for sure. But you do have probabilities. And when you combine a couple of probabilities together, you can get some powerful trading, entries and systems. What's up? As I said, RB Hoa, what's up? Say good morning in the Discord. Yeah, anything that you guys would like me to cover. So it looks like we are trading lower here on the S&P 500 pre-market as we speak at the minute. But as mentioned, I definitely think that we could definitely bounce from where we did yesterday. The Nasdaq, we are currently also trading pretty flat. We are below this weekly view app as well, so that is going to be something that I'm monitoring. But we are sitting right at previous week's lows too. So that is an interesting level for sure, because we did bounce at this level on Friday. So we're going to keep our eyes peeled on this. That is for sure. Let's just go over this opening week range, because this is another report that does set in. We actually filmed a video yesterday, Andre and I. And let's go to this opening week range report. Okay, so let's go like this. Opening week range. Like this. Morning, JB. So one of the recent ones I was looking at was streaks combined with RB and RB retracement. Yes, so that is quite interesting as well. So let's just go to a previous day's range report. Just what Ho is basically speaking about is actually like the streaks in terms of like, okay, if you have like this previous day's range report, what is the last 5 streaks been? Okay, so you can actually see in the last 5 days here, not 5 days, but the last 5 times that the previous day's high has been broken, 4 out of the 5 days, we actually have, closed for a bullish closing day. On the 3rd, we did not. We took our previous day's highs, but we actually closed bearish. So it just depends what you are looking at. This is obviously for the S&P 500 daily time frame as well. Okay, so you can actually see third. So this was 2 days ago. Apologies, this was 2 days ago over here, and that is quite right. Look over here on the 3rd of March of we closed red, right? Because we took out the extended markers, previous day's highs, which would have been Friday's highs on Monday, but we actually closed the day down. So that is quite spot on. I mean day streaks, but that may work. Yeah, okay. So day streaks in terms of, is that the actual report, the actual day streaks, like green and red day? There we go. Green and red streaks like this. Is this what you're kind of speaking about? Yeah. Yep. Okay. Got you. Yeah. This is quite interesting. Like the max green day. So on the S&P 500 in the last, let's go to the last year. You can actually see the max green streaks has been 10, red streaks has been 6. And the average is 2.35 and 1.78. Very interesting. Yeah, that is actually, so if a great way that you actually can use that, and I often actually speak about this. For example, if you're trading the S&P 500 and it's had 8 days to the high side, you probably want to be cautious of just coming in and buying because of the max green and red streaks, right? Or at least average. For example, if you've already had 3 bullish days in a row, the average only 2.35. So maybe size down. Maybe the setup could still be there for long, but possibly size down. Is that kind of how you are using it your side, Hoa? Okay, yep. So let's be, as I said, on the Nasdaq and on the S&P 500, we are sitting at last week's lows, which is again an indicator that you can get from Edgeful. And again, I will reiterate this: if you want the indicators from Edgeful, you do get this with your membership. TradingView indicator access over here. You can click over here, put your TradingView username in, and it will come up over here. If you click indicators there, like this, boom, like that, and you go to invite only, it will come up like this. Okay. Oh, it says when it gets to max streak, looking for reversal, if not a continuation. Yeah, 100%. I agree with that. Okay, so that's kind of like what the guys are looking at in the Discord at the moment. I wanted to bring up this opening week range report, which again is something that is quite is in play, obviously after Monday and Tuesday. So this kind of works similar to this initial balance report. And basically what this opening week range report tells me is if the high after Monday and Tuesday gets set in, the highs and lows, if we take out one side, very rarely do we come back and break the opposite side. Let me put this into a visual context for you. Okay, let me put this into a visual context for you. Nasdaq. Let's go to the Nasdaq chart, US 100 chart, and let's draw in the highs and lows from Monday and Tuesday of this week. Boom, like this. As you can see, the highs from Monday and Tuesday combined were set in on Monday over here at the highs over there. The lows were set in here on Tuesday, obviously being yesterday. Now, when you draw a box like that, if we take out one side, so for example, if we take out this high over here, or if we take out the low over here, I want to continue trading in that direction. That is basically what this tells me. Because if we come here to the Nasdaq chart over here, okay, like this, NAS 100, okay, and we actually pull this up, this opening week range report like this, okay, like that, we can actually see that, in the last 6 months, if we take out the high or the low, we don't break both the high and the low only 7% of the time. So like 93% of the time, or even 94, 7.69. So 94, call it, percent of the time, we break one side. So meaning that if we take out these lows, very rarely do we come back and break the opposite side, the highs. So we can look for shorts maybe in continuation if we take out the lows, and obviously longs if we take out the highs. So that is how you would use that report over there. Does that make sense? Let me know in the chat if that makes sense for you guys as we speak. GU being on a little bit of a bullish continuation here at the moment, looking very, very strong. Could the highs of the week be set in? I don't know. Let's see. We are quite extended. So we will high time frames are definitely bullish. So we'll keep our eyes peeled on that. Euro JPY, the yen pair's got a massive movement to the high side yesterday. So maybe a little bit dried up there on the FX side of things. We'll come over to the DAX. The DAX has been absolutely ripping. I caught some longs here this morning, which is quite nice. But this has been absolutely ripping for some of us and catching these moves very, very nicely. Yesterday, I think this was the biggest down day on the DAX in the last 3 years. We were down like over 3%. Okay, guys are saying in the Discord that makes sense. Brilliant. That shows me that my explanation skills are getting better. Okay, cool. Anything else that you guys would like me to cover? Again, I think just in terms of the Nasdaq and S&P, I'm definitely going to wait for that open. I have shown you how to use that opening candle continuation report with those tickers because when we're kind of in a place where we're indecisive, where we are right now, I prefer waiting for that open at least that first 30 minutes to an hour to see where we are looking at. And can you look at gold, run through the market prep and order, explaining like the like I'm 5, weak range applies, bullish, neutral, previous days range, etc. Yeah, let's go over gold. Let's go over like this. So what I kind of see on gold is, and these just aren't my best trades on gold. We're kind of trading inside here at the moment. As you can see, we got a strong dollar index that a weak dollar index, which obviously would help gold, in terms of movement to the high side, because obviously pound gold, you're trading pound gold. But let's pull up gold here. What I don't like about gold specifically today is that we are trading still within the previous day's highs and previous day's lows. This is an indicator that you can get with Edgeful, the previous day's range indicator, right? Plots the previous day's highs and lows. So I don't like trades when we are still trading within those levels. That is definitely something that I look to avoid. I just do. It's not my best trading setups. Whereas compared to yesterday, we were trading above the previous day's range already by the time the New York traders got to the desk over here, right? We were already above those levels. So that would imply to me that we could have looked for some longs, over here to the high side yesterday, because we're above previous day's highs. And that just is my best trading setups. Okay. Whereas today, we are still trading within those previous days' highs and lows. Does that make sense in terms of that, breaking down gold right now? So right now, we always got to ask yourself, I always ask myself, James, is this my best trading setup? If it's not, then, probably should be avoiding it. You're going to give yourself a lot of headaches if you're trying to trade every single move in the market. It just can be very, very tough at times. So always ask yourself, is this really my base trading setup? Am I trading what my base setups actually show me in my data? And I use TradeZilla for my data. You can get discount codes using the code JB and JB10 for the annual and the monthly plan as mentioned. The link is in my bio for TradeZilla as well. But that's just what I always say to myself. And right now we are trading inside those previous days' highs and lows. Crocs. Is that, look at this, we kind of in a range here, trading within previous days' highs and lows. I always say to myself, if we break down, let's go to gold, so let's go to XAU USD, okay, and we go to the previous day's range report. Look at this, we have some strong data in the last 6 months. If we take out the highs, 77% of the time will close as a bullish closing day, and vice versa for the shorts, 73. Now you can go by sub-report like this. Wednesday, 62 and 71. Not great for the highs and not really like up in the 80s or high 70s. But look at the Thursdays. 87% of the time on a Thursday, if we take out the highs, I'd much rather be trading this compared to a Wednesday here today where we got a 62 and a 71. Look at this. On a Thursday, if we take out the highs or lows, we got an 87 and an 82. Now we can go to this inside bars report over here. Let's see how often it actually trades as an inside day. So we are trading as an inside day at the moment, but only in the last 6 months, 14% of the time, gold trades as an inside day, meaning that only 14% of the days, 18 out of 125 days in the last 6 months, have we actually stayed within those previous days' highs and lows. And now we don't know which side is going to break. Maybe we wait for the first hour, of the market open using that opening candle continuation report. But at the moment it's kind of 50-50. Clark says, makes sense. Say we are outside previous day's range and you would look for which report? I would trying to build my checklist. So if we're trading with outside previous day's highs, I would look for bullish candlestick patterns to basically help me in terms of looking for those longs. If we, another one that as mentioned, coupling them together, if we are outside previous day's range, I would maybe also look for that opening candle continuation report. So let's go to that. Okay, let's go to this over here. Okay, so for example, if we are outside previous day's range, and now we can see, okay, when we are trading, let's go to the New York session here. No, let's go to New York start. We want New York start over here, which is 9:30. New York RB. Sorry, let's go like this. Okay, maybe we're trading outside previous day's highs. If this first hour is bullish, what are the odds that we close as a bullish closing day? And that's where you can couple this report with that previous day's range report. I don't really look at opening range breakouts for particularly like gold or anything like that. I wouldn't. It's more for like a stock you would look, or index you would look at that, right? But that's kind of how I see, that aspect over there, Crocs. Let me know. Yeah, 100%. Again, we are live on the Edgeful Discord. Let's just bring up the main screen over here. Okay, over here like this. If you come here to the right-hand section over here, the Discord link is over there. It comes free with the membership, and I am in live here every single day. You're ready to chat with you guys and go over anything that you guys is needed, right? You please be careful of scams on the Discord. We get some clowns that just like to be super irritating, and I'm always having to worry about that. So please, no one will message you first from the team or anything like that. So please be careful of scams. You just have some dodgy people in this world that are just skunks in all honesty. Okay, so that is basically how you would be looking to trade gold, essentially. Right now, we are above previous day's highs on the DAX, but again, the DAX is mainly a European traded market, not really a New York traded session, although it can obviously move in the New York session. We had that nice bounce. I mean, we literally bounced over here on the DAX from the lows to the close, like 500 points. That was quite a big bounce for sure. Any other thoughts here? HOA, RB, anything that you guys? So I've shown you how basically we can be looking to trade the Nasdaq, how to trade gold here today using Edgeful's reports. I'm going to stay neutral on these US markets, US indexes. We are coming lower. So I would be favoring the shorts. That's just what the market is currently doing at the moment. From a high time perspective, let's just look at the daily chart. We are sitting at this daily 200 EMA. So let's please be aware of that on the Nasdaq and the S&P charts respectively. But definitely are looking bullish, bearish compared to bullish at the moment. So I would be careful of longs, although you can possibly see some maybe good risk reward longs if we do set up. But right now we've had some news come out. We've also got some news coming out at 10 a.m. Eastern time. So let's please be aware of that. So leaning towards the shorts on the indexes, but let's see what the first hour brings. If this first hour is bullish, I might look for longs and maybe a relief bounce. So let's just see what happens on the first hour, and we will take it from there. I appreciate you guys being on every single morning, Wednesday through to Friday. I am live here on the Edgeful Discord, and can you review UB? I can. I don't. It's not something I trade bonds, but we can definitely review it for you. Let's go to UB. Okay, so yeah, I think just very, very choppy at the moment. We've taken our previous day's lows just from a technical. I don't trade UB, so this is obviously out of my depth. I must say, I mainly trade stocks, currencies, and indexes, but we below previous day's lows. So that is maybe for one could be bearish, but we are sitting at a crucial support there. I mean, looks like we are holding up here at the moment, but just something as well. If you look at the hourly time frame, we are at that hourly 200 EMA. Maybe that could be a level of support and resistance. Let's just have a look at some, like this. We have bounced there, looks like quite a few times as well from this level. But we have taken our previous day's lows. That would incline me to be like, okay, we could possibly see some continuation to the downside. Do we get it? Obviously, no one knows. This is all about playing probabilities. But that's kind of what I would say with UB at the moment. Okay, so we've gone through a few things here. Again, as I said, I'm live here on Edgeful's Discord and on the social medias every single Wednesday through Friday at 8 a.m. Eastern time. I appreciate you guys being on. Let's have a good session, and come join me in the Discord, and we'll see you guys there. Again, we are our live streaming service. I always will plug this, our live streaming service, ASFX TV. I'm live here with Austin and the team here every single Wednesday through Friday. I'm live, but we stream every single week, Monday to Friday on ASFX TV. You can get a discount using the code James. Come join us for some good trading, some good banter, and make some good money together. So you can use the code James for 50% off discount to our live streaming service as well. So appreciate you guys, and we will see you then on tomorrow and in the Discord rest of the day. Have a good one, everyone. We'll see you then.